Hello, assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay too. Today I'll be showing you how I make my khazas. I hope you'll enjoy watching the video today. It's gonna be a long video. I'm saying sorry in advance. But if you want to learn how to make khaza patiently, just watch the video. I know it's gonna be a long one. Those of you who know basics of how to make a khaza, skip it if you want. Forward it and watch it, but I'll ask you to watch the full video, then you will learn. It's very easy once you know how you make the khaza, to be honest. Once you know how to roll it and the fold of the khaza, it's quite easy. And if you follow the way I made it, it'll be very easy, inshallah. So first of all, today I'll be using 3 cups of self-raising flour. So to start with, then I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking powder and just say a quarter teaspoon of food color, which is orange color or yellow color, either one, whatever one you have in the house. So as you can see, I have added my dry ingredients. First of all, just give it a mix with the dry ingredients. You don't want to have the food colors, like little lumps here and there. It'll be a good idea if you have a sift, just sift all the dry ingredients together and then you'll be lumps free. But I didn't use a sift today. I just thought I'll just do it with my hand, show you guys the process. Here I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of oil. That's just normal cooking oil. And then you need to give it a mix with your hands, so basically make it into crumbs so that everything's equally spread. Guys, everything I'm doing here, just a reminder, basically everything I'm doing here is like a process that you have to follow if you're going to make the khaza. Basically it's very crucial that you follow it the way that I have been doing. So gradually add water, make it into a soft dough. I've used just under 2 cups, depends on what brand flour you get, so I couldn't give you exact measurement of the water, I'm sorry, but it's very similar to making like a chapati dough basically. So any other dough that you make, like a samosa dough, whatever dough you make, similar to that basically. So just the required amount is, I use just under 2 cups of water, so it depends on the flour. That's why I'm saying I'm sorry I couldn't give you the exact measurement of the water. So here is what I'm doing. I'm going to be covering it and leaving it for about 10 minutes. Basically just let it rest for about 10-15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make my syrup, the sugar syrup. Here I have 1 cup of water and I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. So with the 2 cups of sugar, just add about 2 cardamoms just for the scent. It's purely for the scent, to be honest. Bring the sugar syrup to a boil and let the sugar dissolve properly, and then turn off the heat. You'll be needing the syrup towards the end after the khaza is made, fried and then cooled. That's when you're going to have to warm up the syrup again. But in the meantime, bring it to a boil, and then when the sugar is dissolved, so you'll be saying about 10 minutes boiling time. I've added a little bit of lemon juice so that the sugar doesn't caramelize. So the dough has had its 10 minutes rest, and I'm going to give it just knead it again for about a minute or so, and then I'm going to cut them into equal size little balls to make my khazas. So here what I've done is, yeah, I've got a small sandwich bag, like a small bag near me. I've made my doughs, and I'm going to leave them in the bag so that they can dry out. I'm checking on my syrup. Let's turn that off. Put the pan on for the frying. So here you're going to have to think like you need enough oil in there so that when you're frying your khaza, they go like so. It's a deep fry. Basically, you're going to have to deep fry them. So you can press them down and then it will go under the oil sort of thing. See here what it is. When you're rolling the khaza, you have to make them really thin. So roll them out flat and really thin, as thin as you can make them. You don't want to rip them, but yeah, as thin as you can make them, because if this stays thick, the khaza inside is not going to get done, and you're going to be like a doughy texture inside. So looking to make it really nice and thin. The process is quite hard, guys, and it takes a lot of strength as well. So this is how you fold it. So it's like up and down. I don't know how to explain this fold. So you fold it once towards you and then once opposite you. So you flip it up like once and then you flip it again the other side. As you can see, I have put a small lump in there to check if the oil is hot. Slowly put about 5 or 6 khaza in the oil, depending on how big your pan is. Constantly stir them, keep turning them over, pressing them down into the oil so that they are dipped to the bottom. You don't want to press hold down for too long. If you don't constantly turn them and press them down, the khaza inside, there's loads of layers, they won't get done. To get them done inside out, you have to keep on pressing them down and turning them. So gently fry them until they are golden brown. To check, just take one out and press it down to see like if they are crunchy or not. Put them in a colander, let them drain the oil, and then put them in a tray so that they can cool down. I hope you all have enjoyed watching my video, guys. I'm really sorry it's a long video today. I tried to cut it down to as short as I could. So as you can see, the oil has gone less now. I added more oil and I'm making more khazas. I'm not gonna do like all the way. I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna bore you guys anymore. I'm sure it's getting pretty boring because the video is getting very long. So I thought I'll just show you a couple of more how I make the khaza. Basically, here I have speeded it up a little bit. I just wanted you to know how to do the folds of the khaza. So obviously, as you can see, the crucial part is you make the dough, like when you roll it out, really thin, nice and thin. As when you're making khaza, you do need a lot of strength. So basically, to roll them out, as you can see, and constantly apply flour on it. And once you know how to make one or two, basically it gets easier. I do hope you have enjoyed watching the video, and I do hope that you have learned from it, to how to make the khaza. And the very crucial part about making khaza is frying them actually. So if you don't fry them properly, inside won't be done and it's not going to taste nice. So that's why the layers, like obviously the way I fry it is basically constantly turning them and then dipping them down in the oil so that they get done inside out. And obviously, as you can see, I have kept my dough inside the bag so they don't dry out as well. So you have to constantly keep them covered as well. So that's basically the tips and pointers that I wanted to point out. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. And if you do like watching the videos, do give it a like and also share it with family members and friends. So once you have finished making all the khazas, frying them, and then you leave it in the colander for the water, so another water, the oil to drain. As you can see, I've cooled them down. I spread them all out on the tray. I let them cool down properly, and then I warmed up my syrup again. So basically, it took about an hour for them to cool down properly. So I warmed up my syrup, and then I'm just dipping them in the syrup, just giving them a coating, like basically you don't want to leave them in the syrup for too long, and the syrup shouldn't be too hot, it just should be warm. So you can just give a coating on the khaza again. I'm going to let the syrup drain. So basically I'm going to leave it in the colander so that all the extra excess syrup sort of drains out, and then I'm going to put it on a tray, so spread them out so that they don't stick to one another. So once again, thank you very much for watching patiently, as I've made a long video today. As I said, I have cut down a lot and I cut off a lot of videos. Also, I've speeded up a little bit so that it gets shorter. I tried my best. Again, sorry for the long video, but I do hope that you have enjoyed watching my video. Once again, thank you very much, and I hope you're all okay. As Rosa's here, the Ramadan is here, please pray for me as I shall be praying for everyone else. So do remember me in your duas. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.